Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm back after grinding. As you can see, I've got $5,000 and we can finally start the adventure, so I stop having to fill dead air. Um, while we're in here, let's see, I'll show you the techniques. We've got Cyclone and Slash for him, Aura and Provoke for her. Provoke is something I never use, and Oral Whirl, which is basically an area effect cure, because this game, unlike Final Fantasy, doesn't have a cure everybody. Although they do have some spells that will do that. But we'll get to that when we get to that. For right now, we're going to buy a hat. I'm going to buy the karate gi for both of them. Not 11. 2. There we go. And the bronze helmet we're going to buy for both of them as well. We still have $4 grand in order to buy the load sword for Chrono, so he's a lot stronger than he would be normally. And she's saying that Luca's device is set up near the north end of the square. The thing is that when you first show up, you're not allowed to rush right to it. You have to do some of the fair stuff. I'm going to equip these, and then we're going to go buy the load sword. Just for the heck of it. Hide caps. Bronze helmet, the karate gi, which boosts his stats. It's always best to buy armor. Honestly, though, you're gonna see Marl and Luca very much unequipped. I don't tend to use them during my first run through the game. Sure, I'll buy something from Melchior. You definitely want to do this because then he leaves after you come back. So buy the load sword. As you can see, 22.29. We're gonna buy it. Attack 20. I'm left with a buck. Well, left with $20, but that's basically like the same as having 1 gold. Please come see me sometime. By the way. No. Yeah, I'm not going to get her to sell it. If you say yes, he ends up being one of the people that testifies to you having tried to sell it. But as you can see, my attack is currently 20. And when I get the load sword, it boosts it by 9. That doesn't seem like much, but that's a whole another 0.5 of attack. So that helps a lot. Anyways, huzzah! Now there's one more thing you have to do here that it's kind of annoying, but you go walking here and she says, "Hold your horses, I want to get some candy." So she goes over here and we literally have to wait. Don't touch any buttons because then it'll look like you're trying to pull her away. And the jury, as I mentioned from my other parts, will be pissed off at that. Yep. And now she's done. As before, you guys need to tell me if I should change the, I need to change the, what you call it, the window color. That's Tabin. He's Luca's dad. And it's a teleporter. As I stated before, with the there is something with New Game Plus. You can enter the right teleporter when you get here, and to Chrono. And then you talk to Luca, and that's her surprised face, which I don't know why it is, but whatever. Yeah. Jeez, lady, quit freaking out. So, yeah, you just step into the teleporter pod, and it teleports you. It's all very simple. Well, it teleports me when I hit that, when I hit these buttons. Just, false start. But I'm not going to cut it out, because that's not the way I work. Yeah, it's there, I teleported, and then you talk to Marl, and she wants to go How did you end up with the cute girl, which makes me think of Luca as the librarian type who has, what you call it, some kind of crush on the main character, which people tend to perceive as the same. Whatever, though. Doesn't matter. I don't use these two longer than I have to in this game. I really don't like to. Don't get me wrong, they're good characters, but I just find basically no reason to use them. Her pendant starts glowing, it reacts with the field, and error. Whoop. Time distortion. There you go. Easy as pie. I've never quite understood why that happens. Like, why is her knocked unconscious sprite there? Is she really unconscious? Teleporting really do that? And is Luca's hair pink or what? Because, I mean, I've never really figured it out. Is it really pink? Whatever, just pick up the freaking pendant, turn it on. Let's go! Come on, quit being sissies, let's rock. Time to be a hero. And, that's actually a friend of mine's catchphrase when we do things like Dungeons and Dragons and so forth. Time to be a hero. Then he usually leaps on a grenade and dies. Or does something else stupid, gets himself killed. Good player, but my does he have bad luck. Alright. What is it with the surprised faces? Really? You were surprised? You knew what was going to happen, Chrono. And here's one more thing. Silent protagonist syndrome. It's almost gone in games. Now you got people like the Master Chief talking. Time vortex! That is a crazy time vortex, actually. Very Doctor Who-esque. Although they have more with the lightning and such. Alright. It's time to rock. Let's go. Oh. Imps. Really? Lame. This is literally going to be over in 30 seconds. Count it. I swear it'll be over in 30 seconds or less. Okay, maybe more. Yeah, as you can see, I'm doing damage in the hundreds at the moment when I wasn't doing nearly as much damage before. And I got 36 gold, which is actually less than what I was getting in the forest, meaning these guys are weaker. They just sort of expect you to roll up here and fight people. Now, I recall there being something about an ending. You don't touch a couple of these guys here. You never beat them up and then you get an ending. I don't know. We're going to avoid them anyway because they really aren't worth our time. Leveling isn't really all that important in Chrono Trigger. You just need to get the stat ups and get your text down. Because you can always get some items to make yourself more badass in this game. Good yeah. Alright. Tonic. Speaking of badass, if I'm not mistaken. Power Glove. It's so bad. Oh, that was really a horrible peripheral, to be completely honest. The Power Glove, which just adds more power to my ability to stomp people in the face. Which is really what you have to do with Chrono. Just give him more strength. Make him just crush people in half. I'm going to leave these two guys alone because there's really no reason to fight them. There is something about an ending, I remember. You never beat them up and you get an ending of some kind. And we are in the past. We are specifically in 600 AD. In fact, I think the where we are thing will tell you. Oh, wait a minute. We don't have that yet. Okay. My bad. Let's explore. Jesus! You're a whiner, kid. Getting to punch things is awesome. Lame-o. The market. Oh, right. I really have no reason to be here, do I? The Knight Sprite. Magus' army. Remember to equip yourself. And let's see what this guy sells you. No window shoppers. What do you want? Here's the question. Why do they know that term? Window shoppers. You see that? The blade you can buy here, the same one you could buy from Milky, or the Iron Blade, or whatever it was, for 350 bucks, drops my attack by a ton. No. I think Lucas starts with that. Just had to suck in a yawn there. I hope you guys didn't hear that too much. And do you notice that even though Marl isn't in the party, it lists her as somebody available for equipment? I absolutely love that about Chrono Trigger. It tells you what all your party can get, not just the people in it. A lot of games don't do that, and that pisses me off. It's like you couldn't reserve a little spot that just tells them. No. Yeah, like I said, Lean's Bell. Bell here. Banta the Blacksmith. Yep.